Welcome to the online lecture series of Energy Audit and Management. Here is Professor Lakshman Mane. This is a video session on energy audit analysis, recommendations and reporting. In this session, you will be able to explain reporting of energy audit and its analysis and recommendations. Energy audit reporting format. So here is a sample report on detailed energy audit which contains acknowledgement and executive summary of energy audit options at a glance and recommendations. This report has 6 parts. First part is an introduction about the plan, in which general plan details and descriptions are mentioned. Energy audit team, component of production cost, means of raw material, energy, chemicals, manpower and overhead cost. Major energy use and areas are mentioned. Second is a production process description. In that, brief description of manufacturing processes, process of flow diagram and major input operations. Major raw material inputs, quantity and costs are mentioned. In third part, energy and utility system description is given. It includes list of utilities, brief description of each utility, means for example electricity, steam, water, compressed air, chilled water, cooling tower, etc. Fourth part is about detailed process flow diagram and energy and material balance sheet. It has flow chart showing flow rate, temperature, pressure, all these parameters of all input and out streams. It contains also water balance for entire industry. Fifth part is energy efficiency in utility and process systems. It covers specific energy consumption, boiler efficiency assessment, performance assessment of thermic fluid heater, furnace efficiency analysis, cooling water system performance assessment, DG set means diesel generator set performance assessment, refrigeration system performance, compressed air performance assessment, electric motor load analysis and lighting system performance assessment. Sixth part is the energy conservation options and recommendations, where list of options in terms of no cost, low cost, medium and high cost are mentioned. Annual energy cost saving and payback period is given. Then lastly, implementation plan for energy saving measures and for the projects are given. List of energy audit worksheets, list of instruments and list of vendors and other technical details are attached in the annexure at the end of report. Here is a sample table of summary of energy saving recommendations. So here are number of columns. Here are different utilities mentioned. Energy saving recommendations for the different utilities are given. Then here its annual energy, that is fuel and electricity savings, which is given in kilowatt hour per metric ton or kiloliter per metric ton. Here annual saving in lakhs is given. Capital investment required is given and simple payback period is mentioned. Table 2 is of types and priority of energy saving measures. So here are the priorities in 3 parts or 3 steps. First is no investment, second is low investment, and the third is high investment. So no investment is an immediate state or immediate step in that operational improvement and housekeeping comes. For short to medium term period, low investment is done, in which different controls, equipment modification or process change is incorporated. In case of high investment, which is done for long term period, in that energy efficient devices, product modification and technology change are mentioned. Here, annual electricity per fuel saving, that is kWh per metric ton, is mentioned. Here annual savings are mentioned in a lakh and priorities are given for these investments. Now we will discuss about one sample reporting format for energy conservation recommendations. So after the energy audit, what recommendations are given, that we will study from the case study. So here is a title of recommendation, that combine DG set cooling tower with main cooling tower. So actually here are main cooling tower and DG set, which are operated separately. So here recommendation is given that operate these two combinedly. Here for the existing system and its operation description is given. So let us see. Here is a main cooling tower which is operating with 30% efficiency or capacity. The rated cooling water flow is 5000 meter cube per hour, that is discharge. 2 cooling water pumps are there in operation continuously with 50% of its rated capacity. A separate cooling tower is also operating for DG set operation continuously. Now here proposed system and its operation is given, that description. So here is a DG set cooling tower with a cooling water flow of 240 meter cube per hour. By adding this flow into the main cooling tower flow, will eliminate the need for a separate cooling tower operation for DG set. So it is suggested to stop the DG set cooling tower operation. Now see the analysis here. So energy saving calculations are here. Capacity of main cooling tower is 5000 meter cube per hour, and design temperature across cooling tower is 8 degrees Celsius. Present capacity is of 3000 meter cube per hour, and temperature across cooling tower operating is 4 degrees Celsius. So here percentage loading of main cooling tower we can find. How? So here product of these two terms means 3000 into 4 divided by product of these main cooling tower and temperature term. So it comes 30%. Capacity of DG set cooling tower is given, that is 240 meter cube per hour, and temperature is given 5 degree Celsius. So heat load comes, that is 240 into 1000. 1000 is used for kilocalorie conversion into 5. So it comes here around 12 lakh kilocalorie per hour. Now power drawn by the DG set cooling tower. So here it has a number of pumps 2, each capacity is 7.5 kilowatt. Number of fans are 2 with individual capacity 22 kilowatt. So they are running with 80% load. So power consumption by these pump and fans is calculated, that is 22 multiplied by 2 plus 7.5 into 2, this is the wattage, into 80% load means 0.80, so it comes 47 kilowatt power consumption. Now additional power required for main cooling tower for additional water flow, that is 240 meter cube per hour. In liter per second it comes this, that is 66.67 with 6 kg per centimeter square. So here calculation comes 66.67 into 6 kg per centimeter square divided by 102 into 0.55, it comes 7 kilowatt. So here 47 minus 7, that is 40 kilowatt, that is the net energy saving which is possible. Now cost benefits here. So annual energy saving potential is here 40 kilowatt into 8400 hour, that is annual working time. So it consumption is 3,36,000 units per year. If we consider cost of energy, electrical energy per unit as 4 rupees, then annual cost saving comes 13.44 lakh per year. Now here for this saving, here investment is of cost of piping, that comes about 1.5 lakhs. So simple payback period can be calculated, that is what 1.5 lakh, that is the investment, divided by 13.44 into 12, that is a month. Here this is a yearly saving, we convert that into month, so we multiply it by 12, so it comes 1.34 months, which is less than 2 months. So this is a simple payback period in a month. So at the end of this session, you can explain reporting of energy audit and analysis and recommendations. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.